This is San Francisco, the city by the bay. Otis Redding sang about it, Steve McQueen drove around it, and in the 60s, people wore flowers in their hair. But whatever you may have seen or heard about this magical place, I guarantee you'll be surprised, for there is so much more to explore here. The city is diverse and cosmopolitan. It boasts the biggest Chinatown in North America, a thriving Japantown, the largest gay and lesbian community in the US, as well as a Little Saigon, the Italian area of North Beach, and the hippie district centered around Haight-Ashbury. There are some of the world's steepest and crookedest streets, fascinating shops, heritage buildings, world-famous landmarks, and of course, the San Francisco Bay Area is home to the American IT industry. Ever heard of Silicon Valley? San Francisco attracts more visitors than any other US city. It is very compact, and much of the central area can be explored on foot. Not all the streets are steep. It's a very friendly place, and it is certainly easy to get around. If this is your first visit, you're in for a treat. I've been living here for nearly 15 years, and I've come to regard it as home. Let me show you around and make some suggestions of things I think you'll enjoy, things to do, hot spots to eat, and great places to stay. First of all, you must ride the cable cars. The cable cars have been a fixture and a tourist attraction since 1853 and can be found nowhere else in the world. The cars latch onto a long cable that runs under the street that pulls them up the steep hills. More than 150 years on, these funny little streetcars still draw a crowd. There's no better way to see the streets of San Francisco. The cable cars start downtown from the end of Powell Street and run on 3 routes which all lead to the famous Fisherman's Wharf. Italian fishermen from Genoa and Sicily founded the fishing industry in the city on the wharf in the 19th century. But in more recent times, restaurants, bars, cafes, and every kind of tourist shop have taken over. Avoid the tacky stores and take a look at the Sealions. Each day, great groups of them bask in the shelter of Pier 39, and it's free to watch. While you're down on the wharf, make sure you get a glimpse of the infamous Alcatraz Island. It was America's most feared jail and served as a maximum security penitentiary from 1934 to 1963. You can take a boat out to visit, but I prefer to just look at the view. Also down on the wharf at Pier 45 is the Musee Mechanique. It's free to enter and contains one of the world's largest collections of amazing old arcade games, antique slot machines, and mechanically operated musical instruments. It's one of the most fascinating collections in the city and loads of fun for all ages. Don't forget a bag full of quarters though. There are plenty of places to eat at Fisherman's Wharf, but you should check out the Boudin bakery, where they bake traditional sourdough bread daily. In addition to the working bakery, there is the Baker's Hall Market, the Boudin Cafe, the full-service Bistro Boudin restaurant, and the Boudin Museum and Bakery Tour. Lots to see and do, but whatever you do, don't leave without tasting the wonderful bread. It's easy to find, just follow your nose. Fed up of all the walking? Well, nearby at Anchorage Mall, you can jump on a duck. Bay Quakers is a fun-filled, memorable 80-minute surf and turf duck tour of San Francisco and the Bay aboard a genuine World War II amphibious vehicle. It's an unusual way to see the sights, and you'll get some great views of the Bay Bridge from the water.